Hey, what's up? Iron Plate Kitchen, Roth here. Tonight we're going to be making a Greek-inspired chicken taco on naan bread, so it's going to have a little bit of a twist to it. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to make some fire chicken. All right, so to get started, you are going to need 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, next you're going to need 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. You could substitute the fish sauce for the good old-fashioned Worcestershire sauce. Your next ingredient we're going to need is a tablespoon of soy sauce. I have most of these pre-measured out already, so I'm gonna be ahead of the curve with you guys here. Our next ingredient we're gonna need is 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Next is going to be our garlic paste. I chose to go with just the authentic or original style garlic paste, not a roasted garlic or anything like that. So here is our first, and then I will add a second here. There we go, that should be good enough. Everybody likes a little extra garlic, right? All right, so then our next is going to be, we're going to add a little bit of dried thyme. This is roughly 2 teaspoons. You can add more or less to your likings. Our next ingredient we're going to add is 2 teaspoons of the dry rosemary, but as I said, could not locate any. So we're just going to roll with the good old rosemary leaves. And our next thing we're going to add is the 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt and our 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. All right, once we get all of our dry ingredients in there and our sauces, fish sauce and soy sauce, you're going to need the juice of 2 lemons. I have pre-sliced and juiced my lemons with a juicer. Do it the lazy way. So you'll add your juice from 2 lemons, and then you'll grab you a whisk and you will just whisk away. So we'll mix this and we will be right back. And we're back. So far we have got our marinades made for our chicken. Once you get all that mixed up, you're gonna mix your chicken and your marinade in a Ziplock bag. You're gonna mix it in and let it sit from anywhere between, typically you would wanna go for about 1 to 2 hours. Tonight we're in a rush, so we're just gonna roll with about 1 hour. Once that's done, you're going to get all your ingredients together. We're gonna work on our sauce for our naan tacos. With that, we're gonna need some mayo. I'm gonna be using Japanese mayo, of course, because Japanese mayo is my go-to when it comes to mayo. You're also going to need some Greek yogurt. After that, you're gonna also need more lemon, of course. If you're making a recipe, it's gonna call for 1/2 lemon. Once again, doubling the recipe, so we're gonna go with a whole lemon. You're also gonna need some garlic paste, and you're going to need salt and pepper to your taste. We're also going to add a little bit of parsley in there just to give it a little bit of extra kick. And we're gonna mix it. So here we go. So we got our bowl for mixing. First thing we're going to do, we are going to add in our 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. As I've said previously, I am doubling, so I will be doubling everything. So here is our 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. Get that mixed in there. Once we get that in there, we're gonna go with our Good old Japanese mayo. Looks about to be half a cup for me. We're going to add in our garlic paste. There's one, and we'll call that 2. Next, we're going to add a pinch of salt to your liking. So we'll just add a little bit of salt in there, and for our pepper, add a little bit in there as well. That is good. So after that, we got our parsley. Calling for 2 tablespoons of parsley. We'll just get a little. That seems about right. So mix this all together. This is going to make our sauce for our tacos. Just kidding, almost forgot. We need our lemon. Look at that, and then we mix in our lemon juice. Mix it in there carefully. Get everything incorporated in here nicely. Now we taste. Now, that is money. All right, so once you got your pan hot, you're going to take your chicken breasts and you're going to place them on this pan here. And we will wash our chicken. So we're going to want to let that cook for 5 to 6 minutes on each side. Make sure you get that nice sear, or if you're cooking on a grill, you get those nice tar marks. All right, once it's been about 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to put our chicken and we're going to flip it over and make it nice. We're gonna make sure we got that nice sear on there. The smell from this right now is phenomenal.
Okay, so at this point your chicken is finishing cooking. You just want to ensure your chicken has an internal temperature of 165 degrees. Then you can pull it from the heat, set it off to the side. And then you will begin to prep your naan bread. I chose to just do the store-bought brand. You'll place it on a sheet pan and into a preheated oven at 400 degrees for under 2 to 3 minutes. Here we're going to start making our taco. Put your desired amount of sauce on there. Put you a decent amount of helping of tomatoes. I'm not too big on tomatoes, so I'll go light. And then you're going to put your chicken. So we decided to top it off with a little bit of feta cheese. You can also add some diced cucumber to enhance the flavor.
And we try. It's good.